Well, that sucked. What's up, you guys? Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. You guys hear me laughing because last night's game was a joke, in my opinion. The Miami Heat lose to the Chicago Bulls 124 to 116 in what I can call an embarrassment of a game. Even though the Heat lost and it's a laughable game, you guys, there's a few things that I want to take note of. I need to give credit to three certain players: Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, and Kevin Love. These three players are all 34 and above. Normally with players like this, you're going to get them taking games off from a back-to-back. You're going to see them miss time because of load management, because the Heat are saving these players for the playoffs. The Heat played a back-to-back against Charlotte and Chicago. None of these three guys took the game off. It's showing you that the Miami Heat is taking this season a little bit more seriously. Why do I say that? Because last year, the Heat were just not. The Heat were coasting through the season. They were just trying to keep their head above ground. And then when it came to playoff time, they turned it on. This season, even though, yes, the Heat did lose to the Chicago Bulls, we're sitting at a 14-11 record. It's still a winning record. And guys, we don't have four of our productive players. There's no Bam Adebayo, there's no Tyler Hero, there's no Haywood Highsmith, there's no Josh Richardson last night. These four guys play, it's completely different. Or even if maybe two of them play, it's a little different. So I don't think Heat fans should be panicking with a loss like this. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Every team in the NBA, they're filled with good NBA players. Any given night, any of these teams can win. You can't say that the Heat are not contenders because they're winning games without some of their best quality players. Without Bam and Tyler, those are two guys that average about 23 to 24 points a game. You're missing almost 50 points between these two guys. So you got to make up for it for other players. It's not the easiest thing to do. Jimmy Butler last night gives you 20 points. Kevin Love gives you 16 points off the bench. Kyle Lowry gives you 17 points. These three guys, mid-30s, balling. You got Jaime Jaquez Jr. I mean, every video that I cut, I talk about Jaime Jaquez Jr. because he's a revelation. Last night, 34 minutes off the bench, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, what are we talking about here? There's nobody that can tell me that Jaime Jaquez is not the rookie of the year this year. He's not the star of his team. He's the 4th, 5th option. And he's doing stuff like this. Especially with Bam and Tyler out, he's helping his team stay afloat like this. I think Jaime Jaquez Jr. is the most deserving rookie that can get the Rookie of the Year award. But it's probably not going to go to him. It's going to go to Victor Wembanyama or Chet Holmgren. That's just the facts. But Jaime Jaquez, man, he's balling. You get 17 points from Caleb Martin, 11 points from Duncan Robinson. You know, if we just had our players step up and hit more shots, we would have won this game. It looks like the Orlando Robinson project isn't really working out that more. 14 minutes, he doesn't really do much. But he is guarding Vooch on the other end, so that probably had a factor as well. Nobody else really steps up. I know the Heat fans today, they're probably in maybe a little bit panic mode. You're thinking, damn, we lost 2 of the last 3 games. We lost against Chicago. We got a back-to-back against Chicago on Saturday. Look for the Miami Heat to stomp that ass tomorrow. I don't see a reason why the Heat are going to lose this game. If anything, this should just piss the Miami Heat off. You got a day off. Take the time to rest and recuperate. Tomorrow, bounce back, get that dub, and get your revenge. I do know that the Miami Heat have lost twice this season to bad teams under 500. We're still 10-2 against those teams. Last season, we had a losing record against teams under 500. It's telling me that the Heat are taking this game a little bit more seriously. Now, for people yesterday, I've been hearing some people in videos saying that the Miami Heat had a lack of effort yesterday. I don't think that's really the case. I think the fact that they were playing a back-to-back, you don't have Bam, you don't have Tyler, you don't have Jay Rich, you don't have Highsmith. It's not easy to win all these games. I've said this before, you guys. We're depleted right now. But the fact that we're depleted and we're still winning some of these games shows that the Heat are on the right track. Now, another reason why I'm feeling good today, saw a report earlier this morning that it looks like that Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero will be returning by at least the end of the month. That's good news because you need these guys back. Now the question is, what is Erik Spoelstra going to do? You have 10 to 11 playable players on this rotation. And if we know Spo, he likes to go 8 or 9 deep. So the true question is going to lie. What's going to happen with Duncan Robinson? Will Duncan stay in the starting lineup or will Duncan come off the bench? I know a few of you have mentioned in the comments that you prefer Duncan Robinson coming off the bench. I don't think that's best for him or his confidence. His confidence has risen these last 17 games since Tyler Hero's been out. I think we need to keep Duncan where he's at the starting 2 position because he plays perfectly with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. For those of you that don't see it, when Duncan is out there with Jimmy and Bam, it creates a different offensive game. When Tyler's out there with Jimmy and Bam, Jimmy and Tyler take turns. You do isolation, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. The defense figures that out pretty quickly. You can space the floor, you can play man-to-man, you can make it easier for you. But when Duncan is out there with Jimmy and Bam in the starting unit, the offense is different. Duncan Robinson is running through screens. He's allowing himself to catch an open 3. Duncan Robinson is a threat for defenses. You need to keep an eye on him. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo have their own game with the basketball. They can create down low, they can create on the post, and they can create in the top of the key. You have 2 other players out there. Let's say you have Jaime Jaquez and a Caleb Martin, or you have Kyle Lowry and Haywood Highsmith. These are the guys that are going to create around what Jimmy and Bam are doing. They're going to get their open 3-point shots because when Duncan is running around and Jimmy has the ball, he's going to create the double team. Either or is going to create the double team, including Bam. So that's going to leave Kyle Lowry and the other player, Highsmith, Martin, Hawkes, whoever it is, open for a 3-point shot. Miami's offense, in my opinion, is better with Duncan Robinson starting. Because when Duncan Robinson, Jimmy, and Bam are starting, any of those players that come out, Tyler Hero will come in as the 6th man. And when Tyler Hero comes in for one of those players, the Heat can change their offense. Now they can build an offense surrounding around Tyler. That's why I believe Tyler Hero's best position is being the 6th man. In a lot of other NBA teams, Tyler Hero is not only the starter, he can most likely be the star, the number 1 focal point. In this Miami Heat team, it just doesn't work with Tyler as the number 1 option. You saw it with our 1-4 record earlier this season. Now, you can't fully blame Tyler. It's just I feel that they were playing a different offense with Tyler out there. So if you ask me, I think the perfect lineup moving forward, Bam Adebayo, Caleb Martin, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, and Erik Spoelstra's choice of either Kyle Lowry, or if you really want to start Tyler Hero, you can start Tyler Hero in the backcourt with Duncan Robinson. I don't see why not. I don't see why the Heat can't try that. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You can't compare Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. It's similar offensively, but defensively, we know that Klay Thompson is a beast. And that's neither Duncan Robinson or Tyler Hero. Kyle Lowry, in my opinion, you guys, and I know Kyle Lowry's having great games as a starting point guard. He played 39 minutes last night at 37 years old. He's busting his ass out there. I just feel that since we don't really have a backup point guard, and with his age, Kyle Lowry may be better coming off the bench. However, with the way that Kyle Lowry's been playing lately, he has earned his starting point guard position for now. But Erik Spoelstra is the type of guy that likes to switch. He likes to play matchups. He's always switching his roster around. That's why he's one of the best coaches in the NBA. So if there's any coach in the NBA that can figure this out, it's Erik Spoelstra. Because yes, I said that starting 5. But now you got a lot of players that are coming off the bench. Who's going to fit where? Is Haywood Highsmith going to start at the starting power forward when he comes back? Or is that job now Caleb Martin's? Does Jaime Jaquez continue to be the sixth man for the Heat? Because now you got to figure out what you're going to do with Duncan and Tyler. Is Kevin Love going to continue to be the backup center? Or has Orlando Robinson and Thomas Bryant made a case of their own? What's going to happen with Josh Richardson? Is he going to fall out of rotation? Or is he going to keep his spot? We have so many Swiss Army knives on this team. Guys like Caleb Martin, Jaime Jaquez, Josh Richardson, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler. You got multiple guys that can play multiple wing positions. It's like I said before, and I'll say it again. What the Heat are truly lacking is that starting power forward. We haven't had it since PJ Tucker, technically. Now look, you can throw Caleb Martin there. You can throw Haywood Highsmith there. You can throw Kevin Love there. You can try and mix and pop. But the answer really hasn't been solved. So this may be a question that the Miami Heat need to answer later on in the season. Maybe we need to upgrade the starting point guard position. I don't really think so. I think you need to fill up that hole in the starting four position. Now, I may be wrong. Haywood Highsmith may be the answer. You won 7 straight with him. Caleb Martin may be the answer. Maybe Kevin Love is the answer and Thomas Bryant becomes your backup center again. The great thing about this roster, we have about 10 to 11 players that you can trust and plug in. Because when all these guys come back, Jamal Cain, Orlando Robinson, they're going to fall back down to the bench. But they may earn a position. So it's going to be interesting to see what Erik Spoelstra does. I can't wait for this roster to be fully healthy, you guys. I want to see what we're going to look like moving forward. The second half of the season is going to be a turnaround. This is something always the Miami Heat does. So I want to hear from you guys right now. Are you in panic mode right now? Or do you feel like me? Once we come back 100% healthy, we finna do some damage. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the video, click that notification bell to get all my updates. Once we hit 3,000 subscribers, I'm going to do another giveaway for you guys. Let's get me there. Let's get your guys' full support. Thank you so much for the love and support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Let's go Heat.